This is a video about creativity. So here's the situation. We recently moved into the new place, to the new area, and today I had an order delivered to me. And what I learned is that the address that I had given the guy, the delivery guy, to bring the stuff to me was apparently wrong. Not go to the old place wrong, but because I don't know the exact streets and the perfect postal address type of details of this place yet, the address was kind of misleading for him. And while he did eventually call me and we sorted things out, everything was fine now, and I have the package waiting on me upstairs in my room, I learned that I do not know anything about this place. And there are so many things I want to learn about this place, specifically the places of, shops, maybe even barber shop. You know how that's kind of a ritual around here, and banks. The groceries. Well, there's a grocery store right across me, very close to the new place. But overall, I don't know anything. That's what I know about this place. And so we're going on an adventure, which is going to be like a first part of I don't know how many parts of me trying to discover this place. So yeah, I'm gonna fill you in on what happened. One of the stupidest things I've done, and believe me, I've done plenty of them, was that I kind of created an emergency for myself, finance-wise, that in order to rectify the situation or to fix it or to make it go away, I had to find an ATM, one of those little machines that you beep, boop, beep in, and it was cool, it was fine. But because I was new to this area, into this place, into this whole neighborhood, that meant in order to fix my situation, in order to stabilize everything, I actually had to find an ATM. And no, it's not an ATM machine. The M at the end of ATM stands for machine. So it's an ATM, or an ATM machine, which doesn't really make sense that much. Anyway, let me tell you about the thing that I ordered earlier in the video. The first thing that I noticed about this neighborhood, well, there are technically two things. The first thing that I noticed is that this place is incredibly, it isn't as crowded as the older places that I've been in. I can hear myself. There isn't a lot of vehicle traffic going on, and I'm going to show you, but on the other side of our house is actually nothing like this. There's this big gigantic park, which I'm gonna definitely use for some working out finally, but that's not really the focus of this video. And then adjacent to that little big park are these chain walls, and as you can see now, these chain walls, and they actually lead to the highway, which, hold on, is here. This means that this place is completely unpopulated. Is that an adjective? There's not a lot of people here that are going to work. It's primarily a residential area, and that is amazing. You know why? Because it means everybody's at home, nobody's out, hopefully, and that also means everybody's at home, which means probably there's more people. I don't mind. I don't mind. And there's this nice, let me switch angle here. This little walkway here, as you can see, that leads me to the other park. And here's the coup de grace, as people say. This place actually has a nice cat that I really, really want to befriend. But hold on, I'm going to explain to you what I mean in a second. I'm going to try to show that cat to you. I know, I told you I'm going to explain. There's the cat. There's the cat. You see him? That thing. That is a cat I want to make friends with. It's not really... The cat is... It's looking friendly, but I don't know if I can befriend them yet. But that's one of my intentions. I like cats. I don't dislike dogs at all. I don't dislike animals, I dislike people. But if I had to choose between a dog and a cat, I'd probably go for a cat because I don't know, they're very chill. They're in constant vibe check mode. Does that make sense? Also, hold on, let me show you something amazing about this place. Hold on. This is part of that park way thing I told you about. There's a bridge here. This is awesome because this bridge actually is one of the novelties I've never experienced something like this in my life. Our house is very close to here, but this bridge here, it leads to the other side, which is, well, what bridges do. But it's just really cool that you have an over highway, like an overpass kind of a bridge. I'm gonna go on it, and it leads to, well, it's a bridge. This is the other side. Right? And look at this is amazing, isn't it? This is amazing. Okay, time for me to explain about the package. You see, I am primarily a musician. I've had the pleasure of working in this industry for maybe a dozen years, maybe more, maybe less. And it's been quite a ride. I've had the pleasure to work with different people in different situations, in different genres of music. And that has given me that has blessed me with a lot of experience. And if I have to choose one thing to be for the rest of my life, it is not a musician. It is I think I've told you this before. It is an educator or a storyteller. And those two aren't mutually exclusive, you know. And that means one of the biggest plans I have for the future is to be able to share more of what I do, especially musically, with folks like you who are watching this. And the package that I ordered is part of my plan for making things happen like this. Am I making sense? The only thing so far that I have learned, well, remember earlier in one of the portions of this video I told you about two things that are kind of on my mind right now. I told you about the first one in detail. The second one is that this area is slanted. I mean, the whole thing is like a very, very not so hugely acute, but it is not like a straight terrain, which is fine because, well, that's how geography works. The problem is when you're going on your hike, you're basically going down a slope, which is nice. But when you're coming back up, you kind of have to climb. You're already probably a little tired, and that kind of puts a little, breaker on this whole gear and shifter and all of that. Is that expression correct? I hope it is. And all of this brings me to my final point, which is, like I said, one of the biggest decisions that I have made as probably the consequence of, which one is my key? I think this is it. I basically changed like 99% of the external influence I was exposed with daily for the past 20 years or something like that, which is okay because everybody keeps saying change is good, change is nice, change is welcome, and it's okay, it's fine. The issue here is that in order to actually embrace the change, you kind of have to become the change. You have to say things, think about things, act on things that you're not accustomed with so much. So I'm officially announcing that I've decided to start sharing so much more of my approach to music, to songwriting, to lyrics, composition, all of the fancy words that you know, storytelling, maybe some cool language stuff there, because I am technically still an English literature graduate, and I will be doing it over at here, but I don't know when the first one will be. But remember the stuff I told you about? Well, partially they are, well, I'm not gonna show you them, but they are related to the whole streaming thing. And if you're still watching this video, this is why I told you that this video is about creativity. I want to share, if you could call it that, my creativity with everybody, because I feel like I still have a couple songs left in me, if you catch my drift. And with that in mind, thank you so much for watching this video. I will be seeing you very, very soon. That's a promise, a very big promise. This video probably comes out on the New Year-ish, in the Christmas days. We don't celebrate it in my country and in my culture, but Happy New Year and Happy Christmas to everybody who does. I will be seeing you very soon. This is not the end. This is a huge, huge, huge beginning, and I hope you're there. I'll see you soon. Ciao.